MrCleanerNash. Wanted to go over some of these combat knives that I've started to get into recently. The military style combat blades have really intrigued me and really kind of drawn my attention. I'm starting to collect them. What you're looking at here is this is the K-Bar Next Generation in the Kydex sheath, and this is the Ontario SP1 Marine Combat Knife. It's a mix of nylon and I believe it's leather backed on the back of the sheath. And I would have had a third knife here, but my cold steel leatherneck-sf has been on back order for like 3 months, and it probably will be on back order for another 3 months, knowing Cold Steel and their release dates on some of their stuff, at least from what I've heard. Let's go ahead and show you this first one. I've had this for a while now. This is the K-Bar Next Generation. Just to give you a little look at the knife. Both these knives are made in the USA, so that's makes me feel patriotic when I can buy stuff that's made in the USA. Everybody should. So this K-Bar Next Gen is a pretty new model. This is the straight edge. Some of the specs are the weight is 0.8 pounds. It's 440A stainless steel. Okay. It's got a Craton handle. Gives very good purchase on it. Even with wet hands, it's very good grip material. Flat grind, almost all the way back till about here. And the blade length is 7 inches. The overall length, including the sheath, is 11 inches and 7/8. So there's a 7-inch blade. It's got a special coating on it for durability on the steel, as you can tell. And yeah, it's just a sweet combat knife. This next one, this Ontario SP1. And I'll go through some of the pros and cons of each. I just got this in the mail today, so that's why I wanted to do the comparison. Give you a little look-see. This is black coated, special coating. Same kind of Craton handle. They give you a shoelace for a lanyard here. Same thing on this. It's kind of cheap, but this is a cheaper knife, so you kind of get what you pay for. But I really like the look of it. It's kind of a different look, and I'll put them side by side in a minute. Just wanted to go through some of the specs. This blade steel is a different type. It's 1095 carbon steel. The blade is 7 inches, so it's the same length as the K-Bar. Overall length's a little longer. It's 12.125 inches. The weight is an even pound, so it's a little bit heavier. It's a black powder coat. You can actually see the grind because it's the silver part of the blade. And then there's actual, what I do like about it, well, I'll go into that in a minute, but really cool. Just put the sheaths kind of side by side here. These are the two blades. Just to give you a little side by side. They both feel really great in the hand. You know, it's a two totally different look, you know, as far as the blade coating. The handles are pretty similar. I kind of like the feel of the K-Bar. I do like the pummel that the K-Bar has. This Ontario does not have a pummel, you know, just in case you need it. What else can I say about it? The K-Bar does not have an edge, a blade edge on the top like the Ontario does. Ontario, they cut an edge in that. I do love that, and I'm gonna have to get a knife sharpener to sharpen that top part. But yeah, so that's the comparison, quick comparison on the blades. Let's just look at the sheaths real quick here. This is a Kydex sheath, which I do prefer over the nylon. And it snaps really easy into place. Just really cool looking. I do like that. I'm not too crazy about the Ontario sheath. You know, it's got a nice leather backing, but this vinyl seems kind of cheap. And I don't see how the strap's really necessary, but it's kind of like a safety measure here, a second strap. But I just like the Kydex. That's just my preference. The material is easier to. This seems a little bit more difficult to, maybe because it's new. Seems a little bit more difficult to use on a daily basis. Let's see, pricing. I want to get into pricing, okay? On these two knives. As you might guess, the K-Bor is the expensive of the bunch. The MSRP is $120 on this K-Bor. Street price $80, okay? The Ontario SP1 combat knife is $65 retail, and street price is about 40 bucks. So you're looking at a 50% decrease in price, which is significant, but you can certainly tell that you know, the quality isn't as good, but not far off. So to have a 50% drop, I mean, between the two, if money was an object, I think this would be satisfactory for what you're looking for. But I don't know too much about the steel. I went over the steel, but that would have to be tested in the field on that. The specs on the cold steel leatherneck, I wish it was here, but it is on back order, and it probably will be for some months to come. But I can go over those specs real quick. It's cold steel leatherneck-sf, blade length 6 3/4 inches, so it is shorter than these 7 inches. Overall length's 11 3/4 of an inch. SK5 high carbon steel. Weight is only 10.4 ounces, so of course, since it's a shorter blade, it's going to be lighter. It's got a craton handle. It doesn't say the sheath material, but it'd be interesting to see when it comes in, because I have it on pre-order, you know, what I think of it, and I'll do another separate review on it. But unfortunately, I don't have it with us, so I got the two to compare for you guys. Two great marine combat knives. That's what I'm into right now, and you can't go wrong with either one. Both made in America, baby. So support our country. All right, y'all. Thanks.